Hello everyone, today I'm going to be having a look at another carpet washer, although this one claims to be a carpet and floor washer. This is the Rug Doctor FlexClean all-in-one floor cleaner. So this will clean carpets, it will clean hard floors, and with the additional hose you can clean upholstery, stair carpeting and car interiors. But is it any good? It's got mixed reviews, but this was a Black Friday offer, so I thought I would try one out for myself. So without any further ado, let's open the box, and I believe there is some assembly required. This particular one does come with the upholstery tool included, some don't. So if you want to buy one of these, make sure it has the upholstery hose included in the price, because it is an optional accessory for certain models and it will cost you about £50. Right, let's have a look. First out the box, we've got instructions and quick start guide. We've got a Rug Doctor branded carry bag, that's to put the hose in, I assume. That's one of the nozzles. This is the hard floor nozzle that you have to swap over with a carpet nozzle, and it's got a squeegee to remove the liquid off a hard surface. Then you get a sample bottle of all-in-one solution. This is designed for carpets and floors, but as it's only a sample, I suggest you buy a bigger bottle, and you can buy bigger bottles in litre sizes. Here's the regular all-in-one, and Rug Doctor also do a pet version. Next out, I think, some more packaging. This is the hose for above floor cleaning, I'll show you that later. This is the handle. And I think all that's left now is to remove the cleaner from the box. It's quite heavy. There we go. Let's get this assembled and take a closer look. To fit the handle to the cleaner, we've first got to undo the screw, and it will take a Phillips or a flathead screwdriver. So just remove it entirely, and then we need to place the handle in the machine with the Rug Doctor logo at the front. So push it down, make sure it's fully seated, and then we can reinsert the screw. Might have to jiggle it about a bit. Tighten up the screw, not too tight. That should do it, and that's assembly completed. There are various pieces of plastic film we need to remove from the machine, just on the lower and upper tank. There we go. A bit more here. I'm not sure why they've done this, but all has to be removed. I'll just take the nozzle off. So the nozzles come off quite easily. This is the carpet nozzle, and as you saw, we do have a separate nozzle for hard floor cleaning. So that's all you should have to do with this machine. You don't have to change over the solution. So if you're cleaning a small area of carpet and then want to go onto the hard floor, you can leave the same solution in. You just have to change over the nozzle and flick a switch onto the hard floor setting. So let's just relocate that. That's it. Okay, let's have a closer look at this Rug Doctor FlexClean. Here's the mains cable. I'll put all the specifications of this machine below the video, length of cable, wattage, capacity, etc. And also a link to where you can buy this. So first of all, just wrap the cable around. There's a lower hook here that rotates, and also at the top here we have a swivel hook. So we just wind the cable around both hooks, and when you come to use the machine you only have to turn the top hook down or the bottom hook up and release the cable all in one go. Here's the FlexClean assembled and ready to use, and like most carpet washers we have separate dirty and clean water tanks. This is the dirty tank on the base of the cleaner. To remove it there is a handle, it simply lifts out to empty it down the loo, drain or sink. It's quite a large capacity. As I said, I will leave all the specifications below. To empty the dirty water you have to remove this cap. It says empty dirty tank on it, and then you tip it out. Make sure that that is securely in place when you use the machine again. And to give this a more thorough clean, the float valve here does unscrew, and the float valve will cut off the suction when the Rug Doctor is full of liquid. That all comes out for cleaning, and it enables you to rinse out the dirty water tank a bit easier. That pops back in there. Let's make sure it's lined up correctly. That's it. Tighten the locking ring like so. There's a bit more packaging to remove. Let's take everything off, and here as well, and then we can pop the tank back. Here's the underside of the FlexClean with a large brush roll with dense but quite soft brushes. They're designed to agitate the fibres of your carpet but also clean your hard floors. The suction nozzle is at the front to remove the soiled solution, and just behind the brush roll we've got the jets that actually dispense the cleaning solution onto the floor or carpet. Now what I like about this is this brush roll is easy to remove for cleaning. You just need a coin or a screwdriver, just turn it to the unlocked position, and then we should be able to lift out the brush roll. Lift out the end cap first, and then the brush roll comes out very easily. I like to see that. A lot of carpet washers, they're very difficult to clean, and the brush roll after a lot of use will get dirty, especially if your carpets are very dirty. So to be able to remove it very quickly for cleaning is a bonus. And of course once the brush roll is out you've got access to the housing where you can make sure that the jets are kept clean, and you can also give this a wipe out. So that's definitely a plus point for this machine. Let's locate it back. Yes, it is that way. You just have to turn it until it seats itself. It's easy to remove, but is it easy to get back? There we go, yes, just have to seat it in. And then remember to put the end cap back in. There's a little tab that sticks out, so you've got to locate that first underneath the front. Push it back and then tighten it to the locked padlock symbol. So there you go. When you first unbox the FlexClean, you'll notice the carpet nozzle is fitted. If you want to swap it over for the hard floor nozzle, you need to squeeze this release lever here. So just squeeze it and the nozzle comes away, and you'll notice that this nozzle has 2 additional wheels, and there's also a guide of how to attach the nozzle to the cleaner in case you get stuck. It's vitally important, whatever nozzle you put on this machine, it's fitted correctly. If you don't get it on the machine properly, you'll find it's not sucking up the dirty water from your carpet or floor. On each nozzle there are 3 lugs, 1 in the middle and 2 either side, and they correspond with 3 holes on the cleaner head, middle and either side. So you just need to locate the nozzle by putting the lugs in the holes first. Make sure they're in position, then you push the nozzle forward until it clicks into place, and you'll know it's clicked because there will be a definite click sound. Just make sure before you start cleaning that the nozzle is properly on the machine. I'm not going to clean hard floors yet, so I'm just going to remove the nozzle, pop back the carpet nozzle like so, and once you get used to it, it's pretty easy and quick to do. You'll find most of the controls at the back of the machine. This is your main on-off control, so you push it back when you're cleaning carpets and hard floors. If you're using the attachment hose, you need to push it forward into the upholstery tool setting. We also have a foot operated handle release button here, so you just press that with your foot and then you can release the handle for cleaning. And on the other side we have a dial here that controls the flow of solution. At the moment it's set to hard floor. On hard floor it will release less solution than it does on carpet. So make sure when cleaning hard floors you've got it in the hard floor position. For carpet quick dry, if you've got a lightly soiled carpet, you need to be dried quicker. Turn it to that setting and the machine will use less solution. For a deep clean of carpets, make sure you turn it to the carpet deep clean position. Just above the foot operated handle release is an easy carry handle, but for the life of me, I'm not really sure how you're supposed to carry the machine from this handle. You'd have to carry it like this. You couldn't just pick it up from the handle at the back. Not really. It's very awkward to try and carry it like that. So I'm assuming to lift this machine upstairs, you need to carry it like this. And obviously to make it lighter, don't carry it when it's full of solution. This is the clean water tank that we need to fill with hot tap water and solution. Hot tap water, not boiling. There's a release button at the top, and then you need to turn the tank upside down and remove this stopper. And there is a fill line at the top here. Now I've noticed on mine, this needs to take this part out here. It's a bit stiff. Now there should be a little pipe coming from that. You see there's a mesh filter as well. I've noticed that it's come loose in transit, so I just need to get this out. So if that happens with yours and you see a pipe or straw, like there it is, that should actually be attached to the stopper. So if yours has come undone, make sure it's pushed into it. So once you've got the solution and the hot water in the machine, you pop this back like so, and then you tighten it with the locking ring. Make sure it's tight, and then I always like to swirl it about to make sure that the solution is mixed with the hot water. Before you remove yourself from the sink, just turn it over this way and just make sure it's not leaking. And then take it back to your cleaner and then pop it back, and then you'll be ready to clean. When you recline the handle, you'll see these two indicator lights. Should you get an obstruction in the brush roll motor will switch off and this light will illuminate. If that happens, switch the cleaner off, remove the obstruction and then switch the machine back on again. This light will illuminate when your solution tank is empty, but you can also visually check that by looking at the clear container. To clean upholstery and stairs, you need to attach the hose. So first, remove whatever nozzle is connected to the cleaner, and then plug the hose into the machine. You'll notice it's got two ports. This one carries the solution to the end of the nozzle, and this is where the dirty water is sucked back into the recovery tank. It goes this way up with the round piece to the bottom, just locates into the front of the machine. Just push it in, you'll hear a click, and now you're set up for above floor cleaning. Make sure, of course, when you switch on, you've got it in the upholstery tool setting and the dial set to deep clean. So now when you turn on the Rug Doctor, the solution will actually come out of the nozzle here. You've got a little soap button, so you squeeze that, it'll spray the solution. You can agitate the solution onto the surface you're cleaning, and then the dirty water is sucked up through the front of the nozzle. This doesn't actually come off, unfortunately. A lot of carpet washers, you can take this front cover off to clean it. On this Rug Doctor, it doesn't seem to be easy to remove. You could possibly remove it using a screwdriver, but it's not an easy clean nozzle. But always thoroughly vacuum whatever surface you're cleaning, whether it's carpets, hard floors, stairs, upholstery. Give it a vacuum first, and you should limit the amount of larger particles that could get caught. So pet hair, for example, vacuum first, and then hopefully the nozzle should stay fairly clean. When you've finished using the hose, squeeze these two grey tabs together and pull the hose from the machine. I filled the clean water tank with hot water and cleaning solution. This takes 3.7 litres, so it's quite a good capacity. When you're cleaning heavily soiled carpets, you need to add 180 millilitres of solution per full tank. For normal carpet cleaning and when using quick dry function, you need to add 90 millilitres of solution. And for hard floor cleaning, you also add 90 millilitres of solution. Make sure that the clean water tank is properly located on the machine. Before carpet washing, always thoroughly vacuum the area first and start in the corner of the room away from the exit door, so when you finish the cleaning you don't have to keep walking over the wet carpet. So to start using the machine, I'm just going to do a very small area of this living room, and then I've got quite a dirty entrance mat I'm going to test out, and also clean some of my kitchen floor, which has got a lot of muddy paw prints on it. So first of all, I'm just going to wheel the machine using the large wheels at the back. Release the cable by turning down the top hook, and you'll notice that the cable comes out of the machine at a low point. To prevent you from tripping over the cable, there's a little clip here at the top of the cleaner near the handle, so just clip the cable into that and plug the machine in. Unlike other full-sized rug doctors I've shown on my channel, the FlexClean works both in the forward and reverse directions. So the best technique when using this cleaner is to do 2 wet passes followed by at least 2 dry passes. Now a wet pass is defined as moving the machine slowly forward and back while squeezing the spray and clean trigger. Once you've done that area, go over it again without releasing solution to remove any excess. Okay, let's get going. Release the handle by pressing the handle release button, and then of course make sure you've got it in the carpet deep clean setting, and to turn on I need to make sure I've selected floor cleaning. I've just cleaned a small area of my living room carpet, and you can certainly see where the machine's been, but feeling the carpet, it does feel fairly damp still. And I went over a few times using suction only to extract as much of the solution as I could. Now, I've used the previous Rug Doctor cleaner to this, the bigger machine, and it leaves the carpet a lot drier. It'd be interesting. I'm going to go over the area with my other Rug Doctor to see if it can extract any more solution, but that feels pretty wet. Also, the machine is fairly noisy. Most carpet washers are. And to be honest, it's harder to push than my bigger Rug Doctor, despite it being called FlexClean. It doesn't flex. I mean, the handle does pivot, move from side to side, but when you're cleaning a carpet, it doesn't move at all. You just pull it along as you would a normal carpet washer. Maybe on a hard floor, the pivot feature would work more, but yeah. So I'm a little bit concerned with how wet this carpet feels, and the nozzle is definitely attached correctly, but we can see so far, I mean, the water is dirty. I mean, it's not long since I shampooed this carpet. Obviously, I test a lot of carpet washers, so my carpets get washed a lot more frequently than most people, but you can see the water it's picked up is pretty dirty. But yes, it does feel quite damp to the touch. Anyway, so it's picking up dirt from a clean looking carpet. I'm going to bring in my entrance mat from the kitchen, which I know is covered in mud because it's been raining most of the time for 2 weeks where I live, and the dogs have trailed in a lot of mud from the garden. So I'm going to continue cleaning my entrance mat using the Rug Doctor FlexClean. Although this entrance mat is black, I could definitely tell it had a lot of dirt on it, and it's not too bad. It's actually extracted most of the water on this rubber-backed mat. Let's have a look at the dirt. Yeah, it's definitely done a good job anyway of removing the muck from this entrance mat. This traps most of the dirt before it gets trodden in to my carpets. Despite a rather snotty comment from a woman who was appalled that I would empty my carpet washer down my sink, I'm going to do it again in this video just to show you the dirty water. Obviously, if you've been picking up something very gross, if you've been picking up pet messes, sick, really dirty carpets, it's probably best to empty it down your loo or outside drain. But if you look at all the manufacturers' videos of how to use their cleaners or TV commercials, most of them show it being emptied down the sink, so I'm sticking to that. But of course, use your judgment. If it's really filthy and gross, empty it down your loo. So here's all the dirty water. And that is genuine dirt. I've not made any extra mess. That is genuine dirt, probably mainly from my entrance mat, but also some of it from my living room carpet. I'm in the kitchen now, and because my entrance mat is drying in the living room, I've stepped in quite a lot of mud from my garden. I've been in and out, topping up the bird table, cleaning up after the dogs, and normally I'd wipe my feet or take off my shoes. But today, for the purpose of a demonstration, I've allowed myself to trample in a lot of muddy footprints. Plus this floor was pretty dirty anyway from the dogs coming in and out. I've not washed it for several days and it's been very muddy outside. So I've put in some fresh solution, the same solution I used on the carpet. The only thing I need to do is swap over the nozzle. So remove the carpet nozzle and put on the hard floor one. There we go. And now I'm going to see if I can clean up all this mess. Well, my kitchen floor certainly looks a lot different and it feels a lot different underfoot. I'm quite happy to walk on this floor in my socks now. Quite happy to kneel on it, quite happy to stroke it, and if I was to drop a biscuit or a cake on the floor, I'd be quite happy to pick it up and eat it. It's done a very good job. For day-to-day cleaning, I use a Tinko cordless floor washer, which is a lot quieter and lighter and easier to use than this Rug Doctor FlexClean. But this Rug Doctor FlexClean has certainly made a better job of cleaning this floor. It looks several shades whiter. It just feels so smooth and clean. And it didn't take very long to dry. Providing you've got a smooth floor, you'll find that this picks up the water pretty well. You won't be waiting more than 5 or 10 minutes. If your floor is uneven though, and it's a tiled floor, you may find it's going to leave pools of water, so you have to go over it a few times. But for my particular floor, which is an Amtico floor, it's done a very, very good job. But this is a machine I would get out from time to time for a deep clean, not for everyday use. It is very, very noisy, especially in the kitchen where there is a lot of hard surfaces for the noise to bounce off. If you're using this in a large kitchen, I would suggest putting ear defenders on because your ears will be ringing after using this machine. To finish the demonstration, I'm going to attach the hose because I've got a little job I want this FlexClean to do. I nearly forgot the money shot. Let's have a look at all the dirty water. Again, I'm going to pour it down my sink with no apologies. I've got a bit of cleaning solution left in the tank, so I thought I'd end the video and show you a quick cleaning job using the hose attachment. This is a little mat I put my dog water bowl on, and you can see it's got a bit grubby. Now I can't really clean this small mat using the main machine. It would probably pull it in and mangle it up, so it wouldn't be suitable, but I can use the hose. So I'll just remove the front nozzle, clip in the hose, and hopefully I'll be able to get this mat clean again. Despite the ringing in my ears, thanks to the Rug Doctor FlexClean, I've now got a nice clean mat to put my dog's water bowl on. I bought my FlexClean from the Ideal World home shopping channel. It was on a Black Friday offer at just under £200. So for that, I think it's quite good value for money, especially when you consider with Ideal World, you do get extra solution. You also get the spot and stain remover wipes, 2 full-size bottles of PET all-in-one and 2 full-size bottles of the regular all-in-one. You also get the hose attachment and of course the sample bottle of cleaning solution as well. And with a home shopping channel, you have the option of trying it out at home for up to 14 days. If you don't like it, you can return it. So I think if you're looking for a machine to do everything, your carpets, your upholstery, your stairs, your hard floors, I would consider it at £200. Saying that, it is very, very noisy, especially when using on a hard floor, and it can be quite inconvenient. It's quite bulky and heavy, and it's not all that manoeuvrable. But if you're looking for a jack of all trades but master of none, and you only have space and the budget for one machine, I think this Rug Doctor FlexClean is worth taking a look at. If you want to check out the other carpet and floor washers I've tested, you'll find a playlist on my channel. If you have any comments or questions about the Rug Doctor FlexClean, please comment below, and I'll see you all very soon for the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.